Hi there, and welcome to Celeb Hut. You all, it seems like the hamburger between Beyonce and Rihanna just got started off once more, and it vows to be muddled. You all realize there have been gossipy tidbits about the extraordinary contest between both of these ladies for a really long time, right? Well, it seems as though that old contest just got worked up again when Rihanna sent off her new haircare line, Fenty Hair, which is being anticipated to match Beyonce's sacrosanct haircare brand. What is going on's going to get chaotic, and word on the road says that Beyonce isn't going to allow that to go unaddressed. Still up in the air to battle Rihanna with each step of the manner in which seems to be Beyonce thought it was me and no one else in this haircare game, and it seems as though Rihanna has no dedication, steadfastness, or unwaveringness. Rihanna could have quite recently blended the pot between Beyonce and again by bringing in some strong cash moves to rival her. Beyonce sent off her haircare line Cecred back in February, and it immediately turned into the top superstar haircare line, yet presently Rihanna has declared war by reporting her new hair. Carolyn Fenty's hair currently, we're in for some significant show between these two. And I swear it's a sensation that this has happened before on the grounds that Beyonce isn't the sort to simply pause for a moment or two and let another person take her bright lights. She's supposedly prepared to battle to safeguard her business, and she won't hesitate to play filthy, so Rihanna should be arranged. You all know Rihanna has been investing that effort, works, and she set the web ablaze with her enormous declaration about Fenty Hair. Prepared she roll another family is moving in, Fenty Hair is pulling up. And now is the ideal time to at long last have the hair experience you've been sitting tight for. You know how much changing my hair around issues to me. I've had pretty much every surface variety length from winds to dim to regular, so I'm sending off an adaptable line of items for each hair on, as well as each and every item is intended to reinforce and fix a wide range of hair, which is what we genuinely need now, is the ideal I'm to play and get more grounded by the style, so fans have been having a ton of blended sentiments about this, for a lot of reasons. On one hand, many are really amped up for the send-off on the grounds that Rihanna's Fenty image has gained notoriety for quality. Well, Fenty items are normally first class, so individuals are anxious to see what the Fenty hair brings to the table. And we should be genuine. It's Rihanna fans are constantly advertised about whatever she's selling, and you know they to gobble that up. On the other side, a few people see this as to cash snatch. They bring up that Rihanna generally wears hairpieces and seldom shows her normal hair, even in the special video for Fenty Hair. She was donning a little pixie hairpiece, and this didn't actually agree with certain individuals. They felt like she ought to have basically shown her regular hair in the event that she was wanting to sell items, pointed toward further developing it. At long last, there are the people who believe that Rihanna is doing this fair to demonstrate hatred for Beyonce. Back in February, Beyonce sent off her haircare brand Cecred with her mother. Tina knows that, in spite of some underlying distrust from fans, wholly ended up being a success. Procuring rave surveys now sacrosanct isn't Beyonce's most memorable attempt at business. Everyone knows it resembles her third or fourth endeavor. However, who's following along? Along there was Place of Darren, where she had us Shake It, Da Air and Dayon, and afterward there was Ivy Park. And how about we be straightforward? They simply weren't fruitful. Truth be told, Ivy Park even got dropped by Adidas last year since it simply wasn't bringing in sufficient cash. Ivy Park flop was somewhat unusual, however, on the grounds that the brand had some great perceivability and advancement indeed. Even some major celebs got free merchandise for advancement with each drop, and it created a ton of buzz via virtual entertainment, so sort of unusual individuals weren't that eager to get. It's presumably on the grounds that the vast majority of it was leotards and neon tones, and we're BF to wear that also aside from at the Beyonce show. However, when Ivy Park tumbled, that web was humming with questions about why Beyonce's undertakings haven't taken off. How should the sovereign be a definitive CB, who is the VIP to famous people battle to make a business pop? She ought to be selling out easily, right? Well, not exactly. One thing everyone saw was that Beyonce, truly associated with her fans, she barely at any point composes subtitles on Instagram, and attempting to sell stuff without drawing in with their fans isn't precisely a triumphant technique. It looks like Beyonce arved that criticism since when she sent off Hallowed. She came ready for one. Mother Tina used to claim her own boutique, so they have that understanding or information in addition to since dropping her Cattle Rustler Carter collection and sending off Holy. Beyonce has proactively ventured her game up As far as fan connection, it's like she understood the significance of interfacing with her crowd, and she rolled out certain improvements appropriately. She began connecting with the paparazzi marking set. Natures and snapping selfies come into Grant shows all the way, which is something we haven't seen her do in ages. She even made it a stride further by making a video showing her genuine hair. She was simply talking and being her fun-loving silly self-concentration, and take some cue and spend it on me. And I'm exceptionally thankful for the individuals who have permitted the items to represent themselves. And we are building the local area that I've envisioned about. I'm glad for the fixings. I'm pleased with the manner in which it's causing individuals to feel. I'm pleased that isn't one-dimensional, and that is for numerous surfaces. I'm extremely appreciative of the help, and I'm all exceptionally grateful to you all. I simply request that you proceed with sharing your encounters with this brand. She likewise had a great send-off party where around 50% of the superstars in Hollywood were in attendance. Applause, music, all things considered, the sacrosanct carry-out went well indeed. And it most certainly helped that the items are quite great and fans really love them. Holy has been the main superstar hair care for a while now, since it emerged as of not long ago. That is, Barry Fenty, the force to be reckoned with in the big-name excellence world. And it appears as though Fenty is going to assume control over the hair specialty too. There have been some murmurs that Rihanna is doing this equitable to demonstrate hatred for Beyonce due to their supposed fight now, to give you all some foundation setting. There have been long-standing reports that Rihanna and Beyonce subtly disdain each other. This most likely filled the hypothesis that Jay-Z had gone behind Beyonce's back with Rihanna way some time ago. Now Puma Wright guaranteed that Beyonce had been really envious of Bana since Jay-Z marked her to Def Jam in the mid-2000s. Evidently, Jay-Z felt weak at the knees over Rihanna, with numerous reports recommending that they had an unsanctioned romance. Panther Wright has been attempting to let us know this for a really long time in any event, going as far to say that Jay-Z set Rihanna up with Chris Brown in a phony relationship to conceal their own issue now. Rihanna was just 145 when he begun her and endorsed to the guy. It's obvious to say that the H that she had came from the individual she had been generally physically associated with, and that was Sean Carter. So here is Chris Brown has his most memorable herpes episode from his big name suite. What his identity was set up with, and it should be this, and it should be that, and he was there so individuals wouldn't focus on the way that she was Jay-Z underage. However, the reports got major areas of strength for so Rihanna's marketing expert at the time needed to offer a public expression conceding that he lied and made up the reports for clout to support Rihanna's vocation. He said the PR stunt that I did was out of distress to help break Pie Replay. He composed it was crazy and I didn't. To think it planned to work, I was simply tossing spaghetti at the wall to see what might stick. I didn't figure it would be this issue on everyone's mind, except now realizing that individuals are benefiting from theories and suppositions about her truly makes me feel sick. I'm embarrassed that I'm pie. In any event, discussing this, I simply need to put this room a lot of capture for the last time yet. Puma Wright likewise guaranteed that Jay-Z and Rihanna purportedly got together at a few industry parties, including Clive Davis' home where Chris Brown got them in a compromising circumstance. She gave her her honeybees that she provided for Chris Brown. And that first night when he had that episode and he bust in Clive Davis' home and said where this grimy I can't fault him for that. He had this is lovely, tall, awesome, Chris earthy colored. She didn't demolish him. She destroyed him at 19 years of age. He has Jay-Z herpes. She even affirmed that Jay-Z gave Rihanna herpes and that Rihanna gave it to Chris Earthy. I don't have the foggiest idea why individuals continue to discuss that it was a really long time ago. They were both exceptionally youthful, and he had quite recently had his first herpes episode from her, giving him the herpes. Gracious my, I like how you understand what I mean, like individuals fail to see what happened that evening. And that is on the grounds that Jay-Z endeavored to change the story of that night. Yet aside from the bits of hearsay about Jay-Z's supposed issue with Rihanna, there's additionally this extreme rivalry between the two ladies. So before anyone begins hypothesizing about Beyonce perhaps feeling some jealousy towards Rihanna, we should sort that out. Rihanna isn't simply a standard celeb. She's an example of the rare type of person who can very much equal the sovereign honeybee as far as prominence. Sure, it's been some time since we were delivered a collection, but that doesn't mean she's put down the mick for good since she is as yet a worldwide genius. She's recently been in the middle of building her family and her business. which has procured her an extremely rich status. In addition, she has those vocals all set at whatever point she chooses to drop new music. Lift me up. Now, it's not difficult to neglect that she's a vocalist when she's been hustling with her organizations throughout the previous few years. Subscribe Celeb Hut for more videos.